the success and prestige of the MAMS program is a direct testament to your dedication and hard work. Next, I'd like to send another enormous thank you to our program director and my personal faculty advisor, Dr. Gwyneth Offner. For those of you out there who don't know Dr. Offner, she may honestly be one of the most genuinely nice and caring people I've ever had the fortune of knowing. While I can only imagine how packed her schedule is during a typical day, she somehow finds time to respond to every student's email and meet with students who desperately seek her advice, all while maintaining an excellent reputation as a professor in the classroom. Our success as MAMS students is largely a result of how much she truly cares about each and every one of us as students. And I know I speak on behalf of every MAMS student when I say thank you so incredibly much for everything you've done for us over the past 2 years. Okay, so now we're on to that part of every graduation speech where the speaker is supposed to drop a message containing infinite wisdom. However, I'm pretty sure that I was asked to speak today not because I'm particularly wise, but rather because I'm fairly comfortable embarrassing myself in front of large groups of people, a skill that comes with 27 years of mostly unintentional practice. So instead of trying to emulate the great commencement speeches, I'll just say one simple message. Enjoy this moment. For many of us, including myself, I think it's all too easy to view a master's degree as a stepping stone towards something else. That something might be medical school, dental school, a career in research, a practice, or even the realization that you want to make like LeBron James and take your talents to South Beach, which I have to admit is incredibly appealing after this past winter. These endeavors are all fantastic, but there's a tremendous amount of value in taking time over the next several weeks to remember just how much hard work went into this degree. While it's easy to look back with rose-tinted glasses at all the long nights spent in the library and the early mornings in the main floor study rooms, we have all worked incredibly hard to get to this graduation day. And while we certainly won't retain everything that we learned in the classroom, sorry professors, we will always remember the little things that made this experience as special as it was. We will always remember the time that Dr. Toth danced on stage because he was so excited about the material he was covering. We will always remember that when a professor says, "Don't worry, there won't be any tricky questions on the exam," it really means I will intentionally try to trick you on every question possible. We will always remember how Dr. Garcia-Diaz gave us valuable grammar lessons with his "all of the following are not true except" questions. For those of you who come from more temperate climates, you will now always remember why New Englanders go crazy when the sun starts shining and the temperature finally creeps above 60 degrees in the spring, whether that be March, April, or sometimes May. But most of all, we will always remember the great relationships that we formed with our classmates and teachers throughout our time at BU. As we celebrate here today, remember to thank all those who helped get you here in the first place, and be grateful for all the wonderful experiences that you were able to enjoy. And for all of you faculty, staff, friends, and family out in the audience today, please know that we could have never accomplished this without you. I'd like to finish by quoting television icon Matthew McConaughey, who gave a very McConaughey-esque speech at the Oscars this past March. Up until about 4 years ago, McConaughey was mostly known for his work in romantic comedies, his roles in most of which seemed to be based on his shirtless physique, rather than his acting prowess. While parts of his speech became media punchlines in the aftermath of the Oscars, I found one part particularly striking. McConaughey explained that when he was 15 years old, a very important person came up to him once and asked him, "Who's your hero?" After taking a moment to think, McConaughey then replied, "It's me, in 10 years." So then he turned 25, and the same person came up to him and asked, "So you're a hero yet?" And then he replied, "Not even close." Because, McConaughey explains, now his hero is him at age 35. His hero is himself, but always 10 years in the future. He explains in his speech that he's never going to become his hero, but that it's okay because he's always chasing a future, better version of himself. As we all move forward from the degrees that we've earned today, we're going to be part of a rapidly changing landscape of healthcare, health policy, and health sciences research. Many of the people and organizations that will desperately need to change during this time will also be the most resistant to that change. And it will be up to us to inspire action and lead by example. It is my hope that we can all take a page from Matthew McConaughey's book, the good part, not the shirtless part, and welcome change and personal growth by chasing future better versions of ourselves. We owe it to our future patients, clients, colleagues to never settle for anything less than our best. Our time as master's students at BU has been unforgettable, but today marks the start of yet another chapter in our lives. To all of my classmates and other graduate students here today, congratulations and best of luck with your future journeys, whether you're staying in Boston or heading elsewhere. Thank you.